Hey people, Indrid here, 3v3, Angel Gate, blue team. Strongest Latinos is a force commander, very strong offense, fighting in melee combat, can tank, disrupt and support. He's a versatile space marine. This guy is using the Blood Angels elite scheme, alongside Thentox as a Farseer, support hero fighting in melee with some powerful buffs and control, Ulthway DLC scheme. Rounding off the blue team here, SuperMegaUltraPanda with a brother captain. A durable hero walking through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and support fighting in melee. There's the new effect for We Are the Hammer, and of course a brand new brother captain model. We'll check that out in a second. Red team, some chaos fellas. StoiC is a plague champion. Starts with the damage of a time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, some strong utility and support. Can also repair. How should we say this fella's name? Fatard? That sounds silly, so I like it. As a Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero walking through objects, cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption, fighting in melee. The Black Legion scheme here. Inquisitor I think is going to be okay. Very naughty Inquisitor alongside two Chaos players. It's MuFFin. Starts off in melee, strong offense and control, can get specialized ranged weapons. Chaos Lord, you okay buddy? He's alright. He's alright. So this is 2992. Been a long time coming, and in fact there's been two updates since this one. They went from 2992 straight to 2910, and then the latest version is 2911. And one of the big additions is a brand new brother captain model and animations put together mainly by a fellow called Garrick. Did a fantastic job, I think. My only small complaint are some of the attack animations, which can lack a bit of snap and lack a bit of impact. If we go to the Force Commander, maybe I can explain this a bit better. See the Force Commander's attack animations where you can't really see it because he's doing battle cry attacks here. Maybe it will wear off soon. There, see? See how the Force Commander raises his weapon and then kind of pauses for a second and then snaps it down quickly for a quick attack. It gives it some really good impact. The brother captain, some of his attack animations, he kind of swings his sword at a constant speed, so you don't really feel the impact point. It's the same thing, same reason I always dislike the Chaos Sorcerer's attack animations, and also some of the Lord Commissars are quite strange for the same reason. There's the new visual effect for We Are the Hammer, so it's not as easily confused with other yellow circle buff things, I think. Maybe the let me know what you think, but I think maybe the brother captain's model is a little bit small as well, like compared to the Chaos Lord. And there's going to be people that prefer the old model. There's always going to be some. And the old model was good, but I do prefer this one. Looks a bit more agile than the other Terminator armors, which I think fits the Grey Knight stuff. Down goes the Force Commander on retreat. Should get revived maybe though by the Farseer, taking their natural VP back. Chaos Lord versus Brother Captain, classic matchup in the southwest. Got some help from the Eldar though. Double CSM here. Havoc's coming in. These guys can... Yep, there's the energy burst. And there's We Are the Hammer again. Brother Captain healing on hit from the Unending Purge. Tons of balance changes, of course. I'm going to forget most of them. That attack animation is pretty good. That's his special attack, I think. The new special attack. Really quick animation on that. I assume everything else is the same, like rotation speed and acceleration and everything else. Maybe the physical model is slightly smaller, so might have a different clickable area kind of thing. And yeah, I think he looks maybe slightly too small in general. Maybe they could size it up a bit. I mean, maybe it has been adjusted already in the later versions. Rangers on the way for Thentox. Strongest Latinos has Assault Marines up. Double CSM also for StoiC. Heretics, you okay, fellas? I don't think they're okay, you guys. They exploded quite a lot there, actually. Double Stormtroopers for SuperMegaUltraPanda. Meanwhile, Scouts are grabbing the power point. And that was a Bilious discharge, was it? Yes, it was. And then the Plague Champion runs. Good map for using the Bile Spewer, because you can get to the power relatively easily. And there's lots of garrisons you can mess up, and lots of kind of little narrow choke points you can put the Bilious discharge on. Just some of these Death Company Assault Marine fellas. Force Commander is back up. And here's the brother captain. Can we see some more of your attack animations, please, sir? Heretics on the way for StoiC. Double Heretics. Double CSM. I think it's an underrated build order for team games for Chaos. Especially if you're fighting... If you're not fighting melee, you can get double CSM with double grenade launchers. It's quite nasty. Chaos Lord gets onto the VP. Howling Banshees in retreat path. This is a really risky move from F-Tard or Fatard. Big stun there from the Sentinel. That was a clutch stun actually from MuFFin. Nicely done. There's a special attack again. With Battlecry active, of course, this guy does some splash damage on the melee attacks. The Inquisitor has her shield, the Rosarius. The Submarine's jumping into a whole bunch of Chaos stuff. By the Captain leading the line. You see? That sword movement is kind of all one speed when he swipes left to right. Sentinel goes down, did some decent work like that, you see. Like, where is the point of impact there? It seems to be when the sword animation finishes, you see that? That's when the healing from Unending Purge comes in. That overhand strike is really good. I like that one. That's got some decent oomph on it. I'm not sure how easy it is to adjust that kind of thing. But yeah, he does seem a little bit small to me, maybe. Alongside those other heroes. I think he should be a bit bulkier. Because he's in like the Terminator armor. I don't know if... Does Grey Knight Terminator armor have a fancy name? A special name? It does seem... It's always seemed a little bit more agile than the regular Terminator armor to me. In the models and stuff. In the miniatures, I mean. Stormtroopers with plasma guns queued up for SuperMegaUltraPanda. Not these guys, though. MuFFin goes tier 2. Bloodletter's on the way for Fatard. Back in the southwest. He's very angry at his power node. Assault squad jumping in. Strongest Latinos helping out southwest now. Gets rid of the Havocs. Now they can melee the CSM up. Scouts with shotguns. Quite a lot of nerfs, it seemed like, to the Space Marine faction, actually. Some nerfs to the Librarian. The Tactical Marines plasma gun has been nerfed. And Stern Guard Veterans completely changed. You no longer turn Tactical Marines into Stern Guard Veterans. Stern Guard Veterans are now a drop pod call-in that all of the Space Marine heroes have. Instead of calling in Tactical Marines, they call in Stern Guard Veterans directly. I assume they're still limited to one. That's an interesting change, I think. 390 to the 478 here. 2-1 for red. Bloodletters will have lots of good targets with those nasty power weapons they have. Inquisitor tried to face tank a shuriken cannon, didn't go well. What is this? It's power bashing. Plague Champion trying to make his way towards the power with the Bile Spewer. Now turns to fight the Assault Squad and they all retreat. Really? I wonder if they meant to do that. They may have just meant to retreat the Heretics, because they could have ran the Heretics away, put the double CSM in melee mode, and they would have messed up the Assault Marines, I think. Perhaps they were wary of the Tax coming in with their Kraken Bolts. Meanwhile, Chaos Lord falls over. But the Captain levels the 2 and gets the Mantle of Terror. Has a new icon. There's a bunch of new icons and portraits and things as well. This is the one that has battle rights and does some other cool stuff. It's a really good piece of war gear, I think. More of pretty much everything and cooldown reduction and a decent ability. There's the battle rights going up. Thunderhammer Force Commander now. 359 to 478. Rangers getting shots in. Farseer level 2. They did some changes to Wraith Guard to try and make them feel a bit more responsive. They like adjusted the wind-up times of their weapons and things and reduced their damage accordingly so that it ends up the same damage that they did before, or same DPS, but they fire a bit quicker, I think. Oh hey, Stern Guard called in. There we go. With Hellfire rounds loaded. Good power bashing here from MuFFin. Oh, those guys are going for the northwest corner power look. I think the scouts have maybe spotted it and are trying to head them off. Yeah, there's flame attacks and hellfire around Stone Guard. It's not a good place to be, fellas. Are they going to live? Well, looks like they're alright. Eldar helping to break out. Big retreat from MuFFin. Can the blue team push power now? Oh, the guardsman got away. Look, with 1 hit point. Should have finished that off, fellas. That's Mark of Zinch CSM for StoiC. Those Inferno bolts. Very effective against heavy and super heavy infantry armor. Kraken bolts loaded in by these fellas. Some hollow fields action. Someone is jumping out of infiltration. Mark of Pawn CSM ready to meet them. Heretics ready to meet them. CSM responding a bit slow there. There's Merciless Strike. Merciless Strike was nerfed in damage, but they made it much easier to cast it now. Now you only have to set an end point and they'll strike from wherever they stand. Previously you had to set a start point and an end point. It was a bit awkward. That's a big positive change, I think. But yeah, I think the damage of the Merciless Strike was reduced. Plague Champion flees with fetid armor in. Shuriken doing some good work. Where's the Farseer? She's maybe run already. Some flanking double Stormtrooper action. We have assault kits in. Force Commander's finished a cap and is now moving. It's important to try and queue up commands when you're sending units to cap like that, so you can cut out some of that idleness. If they just set the Force Commander to like run towards the mid, they may have cracked those Stormtroopers a few times and helped out those other guys. Dark Creepers are up for Thentox. Powerful against heavy infantry, much like the Mark of Zinch CSM, they use Inferno Bolt damage. F-Tard has lost a bunch of stuff. Lost a full CSM squad while I was rabbiting on about something. I'm not sure where they were. Brother Captain runs. Any more war gear? Nope. Level 2 though. Chaos Lord still level 1. No war gear for this guy. Yet. The Howling Banshee's Exarch got a health bump, I believe. Although that may have been a part of rebalancing the leveling bonuses that they did. So she kind of ends up the same at level 4 maybe. They standardized a bunch of the leveling bonuses based on armor type. Purifiers up here for SuperMegaUltraPanda. Howling Banshee's getting very low. They are taking huge amounts of damage from those Stormtroopers mixed with the Guardsmen. I think they're okay. Suppression should help them out a lot. There's Guide on the Shuriken platform. Farseer does have her Runes of Reaping. Grenade. Boom. Finish. No. Guardian Weapon Team gets away. Brother Captain now level 3 with the double Stormtroopers in tow. They both have the plasma guns. There's some healing from Battle Rights. Level you, Mr. Force Commander. Fully kitted out, still level 1. Artificer and Teleporter pack now. Mark of Pawn CSM need to be careful. I think the Melter Pistol on the Aspiring Champion, who just died there, got a DPS increase, which is nice to see after all this time. Using Dragonfire rounds. Yeah, they're using Dragonfire rounds. There's Stone Guard over there. These Chaos Space Marines with an Aspiring Champion, but to no mark. Using the overcharged plasma to slow things, that'll suppress things. And the Purifier's getting in. 285 to 411. Chaos Predator up with Mark of Pawn. For 10 years now I've been saying tanks are bad on this map. Nobody listens to me. Quite rightly, probably, but we'll see how this one does, eh? What do they have up against it? Purifiers can smack it. The Banshees can get in there with their heavy metal weapon as well. Oh, and we have Doom going. Doom up on the Chaos Lord there. From the Farseer and her Doombringer. Kicking off in the mid. Blue team looking strong right here. But across the top of the map, red team doing some work, it looks like. Purifier's almost in base. Strike Squad is in base. There's We Are the Hammer again. Not sure if these Havocs are going to be alright here. Banishment thrown out. Can they finish? Maybe saved by the base health regen there, but maybe they would have been okay anyway. Oh hey, Brother Captain's got the Nemesis Demon Hammer now. which does it have a new model? Looks like it. Is that a new model? I think it is. It looks pretty cool. This is different now. Demolition Strike now. I think this tooltip is wrong. Unless it was a later update that changed it. I think at some point this only stuns. It doesn't knock away enemies. It only stuns them, I think, the Demolishing Strike. But that may be a 2911 change. 242 to 411 on the VPs. I want to see the new, well, kind of the old D-cannon back. Because apparently that's been re-implemented where it has the really cool big lightning shot effect and does upfront burst damage rather than damage over time. Which is how it was in retail. And it was much maligned for the huge amount of burst damage it could do in an area from super long range. Which is why it got the damage over time change in the first place. Baneblade on the way for MuFFin. Another tank for Fatard. The champion's got a fist going and Icon of Nurgle. Armor of Pestilence too. This guy's ready to fight. Just got level 3. And it's a great build for capping the VP, of course, although could be better with the Mucus Discharge, perhaps. Icon of Nurgle is so fun, though. Force Corner runs into death, maybe. Yep. A little bit sloppy there from Strongest Latinos. Not strong enough in that instance there, buddy. There's Markov Corn CSM level 2. Don't have an aspiring champion at the moment. I hear Banshees war shouting. They found some Havocs here. And they found some Chaos Terminators too. Oh, look at these guys. Got a new portrait. Awesome. I'm not sure who's doing these new portraits, but they're really good. 223 to 368. Tanks galore. SuperMegaUltraPanda has a Vortimer Razorback. I'm not sure. I don't think... Did these things get changed? I'm not sure. Not sure about those things. The tank going to try and hunt that thing down? Maybe not. They're still trying to fight over these powers. At this point, when you're starting getting tier 3 stuff, it's kind of time to just leave those powers, but maybe they still want them to get some heavy hitting units up quicker. Fake champion. You okay there, buddy? Nope. Super not okay. Why are you fellas on fire? Oh, that's your... Yeah. That's the thing that you wreath yourself in flame and mess up units. Instead of the psychic circle thing you used to have. Whatever it was called. Fire Prism on the way. Now costs less power, which is nice. It used to be 135, it's now 125. A decent buff for it. I would still like to see it get a little bit more health or a little bit more speed, but we'll see. Baneblade tearing through the Vortimer Razorback, but it's being pushed back now by the Purifiers. Level 2 Purifiers. We'll eventually have to run, taking big hits from the Baneblade. But the captain fighting the Inquisitor. Down she goes. Couple of thwacks. There's the Fire Prism up. And that's an Eldritch Storm, isn't it? Yes, it is. Gonna shut down the Baneblade. Can they finish it off now? They have a Bright Lance and they have a Fire Prism. Vortimer isn't helping right now. Bright Lance may actually wipe here. Does wipe. Banshee's on it though, and down goes the Baneblade. Oh, did F-Tard cancel that second tank and get the Terminators instead? Maybe. 151 to 359. Assault Terminators in for Strongest Latinos. Banshee's war shouting. Chaos Door's not having any guff though. No upgrades, but he's doing well. Level 2. Doing well in this engagement, I mean. Purifies level 3. Breathing themselves in flame to silence nearby enemies here. Doesn't do much against the Chaos Space Marines though, does it? Could use it to prevent the Terminators from teleporting, couldn't you? Doom up on these guys and they're taking huge amounts of damage from those Dark Creepers. Bloody hell. Guy did Dark Creepers and doomed Terminators, that was insane damage. Farseer level 5. Red team may be broken now. They have a VP lead though. Who's this? Unless the Inquisitor's still down. Need to be a bit more offensive here, I think. Strongest Latinos. As I often say, it's hard. Not always easy to tell when you're in the game. You don't have all the information we have as an observer. How much damage you've actually done to your enemy and how depleted they are. But they could be pushing against power and stuff here. And against the other VP. Although, sneaky stormtroopers get a decap. Grenade. No grenade. But the strike squad chops them up. Level 3 strike squad here. Brother captain's down. He's got his own writhing on the floor animation now as well. Excellent. I think before he just kind of laid down completely motionless. Farseer goes for the revive. Does have rune armor. Fire Prism does Fire Prism things from long range. And there's battle rights. And there's a retreat, maybe? Maybe not. Brother Captain falls down again. 151 to 335. Land Raider Crusader on the way for SuperMegaUltraPanda. Has tons of red. Was hoping we would see the new Paladin models, but I guess not. I imagine they look like the Brother Captain, maybe? Rocket run. The first run was great. The second run, not so much. If it caught that Eldar stuff on the second run, I think it would have whacked them all. Some infiltrated things because of hollow fields from the Rangers. Havocs. They only have a heavy bolter, so they can't really threaten these vehicles. So I'm not sure why they're moving up so aggressively. Maybe just to cover the VP. Chaos Lord tried to help out the naughty Inquisitor, but couldn't quite manage it. Oh yeah, the Farseer can now no longer throw guide onto vehicles. But that's a vanquish of Leman Russ. Bad news for the Fire Prism. But I think that second shot went onto the Farseer instead. So it lives. Start getting shots on the Land Raider Crusader though. Terminator's taking hits. It was these guys. They seem to be alright. You have Vanguard veterans as well, who also survive for now. Chaos Terminators for StoiC. Maybe we'll get some lightning claws from those guys. We did get... These guys got fixed. I think previously, when they got their lightning claws upgrade, they only received minor melee resistance rather than full melee resistance, but now they get full. And they're fighting some Assault Terminators here. Taking a bunch of damage though, because that's Vengeance Round, Stern Guard, and Plasma Attacks. And he had to teleport out. This was nerfed, as you can see. 26, 25 DPS rather than 30. Still a great upgrade though for them fellas. Tank doing some good work up here with Mark of Khorne. And F-Tards is still alive, almost level 3. They've proved me wrong by keeping that thing alive. Lascannon getting shots. Mark of Zinch Havocs there. Tank gets a shot too. Needs to be careful not to overextend. Very easy to do, especially with vehicles in Dawn of War 2, because you can't retreat them, of course. Land Raider Phobos on the way for F-Tard. MuFFin has Kashyyykin. What's going on in the northeast? Merciless Strike is what's going on. Mark of Khorne CSM showing up though. And there's those Lightning Claw Terminators. Really bad news for the Vanguard veterans. They are down to 2 models though, and not a lot of health. What does that affect? What was that effect there? Not sure what that was. It looked like Gate of Infinity, but it didn't work or something. Oh, is that a new portrait for the librarian? Looks like it. Very cool. 151 to 245. Leman Russ with that Vanquisher. Fire Prism gets the hell out of there. And we have Melter Gun Kashyyykin. What are they DPS? 20, almost 21 DPS per Melter Gun. That's kind of nuts. Phobos. Bad news for the Crusader. The Phobos is all about anti-large or anti-vehicle. Are they going to get this thing down? Got it very low. The Phobos backs off. Have you used it? There we go. Dirge Caster to stun and debuff these units. Red team have taken the northeast back. You know what? They've recovered really well from that bad 60 seconds or 2 minutes or so that they had. Down goes the Vortimer Razorback, caught by the Vanquisher and vanquished. Almost level 2 this thing. Another tank on the way for StoiC. This thing took a bunch of damage but survives. The tank's doing well here. Another Fire Prism for Thentox. Crusader's still taking hits but also getting repairs. Are you CSM shooting the infantry there like you should be? They made it. Oh, hey, Paladins. Here we are then. Again, I assume they have the same stats. They look awesome. Oh, hey. Imperial Abyss from F-Tard, and down goes the Land Raider Crusader. It can crusade no more. They already have Liber Demonica. Oh, look, we have proper descriptions here. Super heavy infantry armor. Commander armor. Vehicle armor. Amazing. Fire support tank. Someone went through and changed all that text. Awesome work. Used to say like nonsensical things in that spot for all these years, and they finally fixed it. Well done. Blue team have the northeast. 2-1 is back in. But red team showing their no push over here. Paladins are going to be a big threat to the Phobos. Need to time that Dirge Caster well. Chaos Lord falls over dead. I don't know what you guys got knocked over by. Maybe the Fire Prisms. Doom up on the Inquisitor. And she's knocked over. She's still capping though. She's close enough to cap. Force Commander is down there. Terminators take the cap over. Fire Prism can't knock them over. There's the Assault Terminators. And Vanguard Veterans messing up some Stormtroopers. Tank getting shots. His tank is very low. Needs to be careful of those Stern Guard. 118 to 216. Terminators get the cap. And now they're chasing down Assault Terminators. With their claws, they will mess up these Assault Terminators here. Oh, Assault Marines joining in though. And lots of firepower joining in. They had to teleport out there. There were Plasma Attacks, there were Dark Creepers, and the double Fire Prisms. Down goes a tank. Did they survive even? They did. Barely. F-Tardlers lost their Terminators along the way and their tank. Phobos is still going. Orbital in base. Paladins, I'm sure, had something to do with it because F-Tard isn't happy. Purifiers run away. Level 4 Purifiers, 2861. Melee superiority infantry. Look at that, it tells you stuff. Melee heavy infantry. I think that's meant to say heavy melee infantry, maybe. Because of their heavy melee damage. More Chaos Terminators for F-Tard. MuFFin has got a Lehman Russ on the way. And that's a double cap. Blue team with some good fights now. Grey Knight Terminators on the way for SuperMegaUltraPanda. Spread down, says Thentox. Indeed it was. Double Fire Prism surviving into the end of the game, maybe. Here comes a third one. Do the Grey Knight Terminators have new models, I wonder? I haven't seen. I'm keeping myself fresh. I haven't seen any of this stuff yet. Chaos Terminator trying to cap. I don't know why they did that. Oh, I guess to slow them down. The Chaos Terminators don't have energy. Yeah, they get the cap. 106 to 157 on the VPs. It's very close. There's Gates of Infinity to get Assault Terminators into play. Stern Guard. Oh, Stern Guard using Kraken Bolts. And they just got Purgatus in the face there. Thanks to MuFFin, who jumps inside the Land Raider, I think. Veil of Time on the Assault Terminators. Those Thunderhammers doing good work against the Phobos. Orbital Bombardment coming in from Strongest Latinos rather than SuperMegaUltraPanda, I think. Eldritch Storm. Eldritch Storm is dodged. Rocket Run as well. Absolute mayhem. Look at this. Triple Fire Prisms doing some work, eh? And Lehman Russ has Executioner. Don't think it's going to get away. Got hit by the Storm. Paladin's finishing it off. Yeah, I feel like these models are a bit small as well. I'm not sure if everyone agrees yet. Grey Knight Terminators also have new models. And again, they look a little bit small to me. They basically look the same size as Marines. Maybe even a little bit shorter because I kind of hunched over more. Double cap for red team, even though their armies are very much depleted. Blue team need to get onto the VPs and hold them. Obviously. Just some awesome insight there. Imperial Abyss, is that going to wipe the Banshees? It does wipe the Banshees. It also drags in a Chaos Terminators though. Because it can't drag the Fire Prisms in, can it? And they had Doom on them, so they dropped a model there. Farseer now on the cap. Down to 7 VPs. But they are now capping this one, so they may just get a triple cap and be able to get through. Red team may even concede because they're super depleted now. There's some battle rights. Force Commander now has a Power Fist. Doom up on the Terminators. Nurgle Worship helping them out a bit. Why did the Nurgle Worship stop? There we go. They can't get away anyway. Triple Fire Prisms. 4th Fire Prism coming in for Thentox. Double cap for the blue team. There's a Purgatus. Hammer of the Witches going in. Can they kill a Terminator? Go on, fellas. Got some Melter in there. But I don't know if they want to get close enough to shoot them with Melters. Triple cap now for blue team. StoiC asking his teammates if this is GG. Keep pushing, they say. One nuke could sway it, but they don't have one right now. More battle rights. What does it say about the Grey Knight Terminators? Yeah, it says melee heavy again. I think that's meant to say heavy melee. Oh no, but that wouldn't be the case for Grey Knight Terminators, would it? Maybe it just means heavy, like they crush things and stuff. What level did the Stern Guard get? Oh, level 4 tax. Stern Guard did get level 4. And they adjusted their leveling, I think. Double cap at the end, and the blue team take it. A hell of a game in 2992 here. It was good to see the new brother captain in action. Very effective in this game. Level 5. Level 9 Farseer was superb, and a level 5 Force Commander. Could have maybe been more aggressive at times, but StoiC did hit them back quite hard now and then. Level 3 Plague Champion. I thought they'd level up more than that with the Icon of Nurgle. Level 3 Inquisitor and a level 4 Chaos Lord. Did he get any war gear? Oh, no war gear. No war gear for that guy. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to the Elite Mod devs. Too many of them for me to go through, but Inakura is the new balance lead. There's Arthur Cloud leading the development things. And Enlarging Cloud. Lots of clouds going on. Who does a bunch of stuff too. But there's loads of them. And it's still kicking. And I'll be back with some more replays. And I'll see you then.